Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another cast. Guys, today I'm bringing you a 5v5 on a map called Hell on Earth. Now, why are so many games played on a map called Hell on Earth? Well, let me explain. It will all make sense. Because, my friends, life is hell. Life is hell on Earth. That's just the nature of the beast. We're all suffering. We're all dying. And yet, in these brief moments of euphoria and revelation, we can come together and we can delay the carnage and the inevitability by watching an amazing TA Escalation 5v5 match, if the damn recorder will cooperate. Let me go ahead and hopefully fix that. Anyways, guys, yeah, please. Long story short, we are here to gather at the altar of the TA Escalation gods. They have brought us a 5v5 phenomenon, a 5v5 legendary story on a map called Hell on Earth. Aptly named. And the name of the game was actually the title of the game in the lobby was Black Gamers. Somebody in my community thinks that they're funny. Racism is not funny, my friends. Racism, we don't tolerate that here on the stream. We don't appreciate it. I know you guys are at home snickering, giggling, and getting your little chortles out as you hear the not so subtle racism that's taking place. It's not funny. Okay, it's not funny. It's awful. You should all feel bad about yourselves. In fact, if you're laughing at the game name being Black Gamers, just close the YouTube video. You're done. You're finished. You're a horrible person. Okay, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into this one. We got a 5v5 on Hell on Earth. I haven't cast a 5v5 in a while. I feel like I'm a little bit out of the rhythm. Let's go ahead and introduce the bottom left team. We've got Mr. Coolneck here in the bottom left. Yellow. Here in pink, we have Mr. Snake. In dark green, we have Albert the 9th or 8th. We've got Angel 19 in red. And finally, purple, we've got ADJ2ACT. Wow. That was a mouthful. Okay, I'm going to make sure I don't miss anything. Angel 19 already bitching at his purple teammate. I don't know what's going on there. But does anyone ever really know what's going on in a Escalation 5v5 Clown Fiesta anyway? I would venture to say that no. Nobody ever really knows what's happening in these games. But I will attempt to keep you as apprised as I can be. I can't promise that I will ever really be able to explain what you're witnessing, though. I can only promise that I'll make an attempt. Okay. Apparently purple is incomprehensibly behind the meta. What does that even fucking mean? What is the meta? Okay, here at the top right, we have Major Paradox in blue. In green, we have me. I'm playing. No, it's Skink Master. It's not me. I didn't play in this game. In light blue, we have BTA Snake. In orange, we have Mr. Robbo, whatever. Finally, in brown, we have our legendary Lord and Savior, the Russian God, the Air Master, and Masturbator, Mr. EXE. Okay, well, with that, guys, I think I've introduced the players. I think I've made enough fanfare for everyone. Let's jump into the game. Okay, yeah. Brown attempting to take the middle. He's got a couple construction K-bots, but it seems like the southern team, they are a bit too wise to this. They're not going to allow such a flagrant invasion of their space. Guys, I've cast Hell on Earth so many times, I forget to explain the map mechanics, but I will do that in just a second. Green is, he's moving down. He's trying to get in here. Construction vehicle is potentially in trouble. Potentially. One construction vehicle down. Green has made it through. He's broken through. He's killing some mexes. He's working on some storms. He's killed the light laser tower. This is a successful raid. I didn't think he would actually make it through, but yeah, he has. Purple wasn't playing the meta, obviously. So that is why he sucks. Now Red's base in trouble. And Purple's learning the meta. Okay, so at the top, Brown is attempting to reclaim this base. Let me explain the map a little bit while we have a break in the action. This map is typical 5v5 Clown Fiesta style. Not that we're complaining. That's why you're all here, is it not? Yeah. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? So this map, look, it's a 5v5 Clown Fiesta. We have the lanes. We have the lava. The lava is designed for airplay. The fighters and bombers fly over that. And then in the middle, this is where all the action happens, because in the middle you have these metal squares that house all of the resources that either team can claim. So whichever team can hold the middle usually has a huge advantage. It's a lot of extra income for either side to dominate. So, well, let's go with that. And yeah, right now, the game pretty close. I couldn't really say who's ahead. Both sides really even. EXE doing a little trolling. EXE did tell me that if he has not built an aircraft plant at some point in the game, he's just trolling. But EXE, known for his trolling is really his trademark. Would it really be EXE if it weren't trolling? Why don't you answer that one in the comments. Brown has built quite a few heavy laser towers. I don't know what, guys, I couldn't tell you what they're talking about in the chat. I stopped paying attention 5 minutes ago. It's brutally incomprehensible. Oh, Snake is gonna ban him. He's gonna ban Purple for not playing the meta. Wonderful community we have here. Zippers have made their way into the bottom right. Taking out a Geo. Really nice play by Pink here. Snake with the Zipper play. He might even get a second Geo for his trouble. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, barely survives. Barely survives, but there are more Zippers up here, so... Nice play by Pink. Zippers, we don't see that often. They definitely have a expiration date in terms of their usefulness. They have one job and one job only, and that is for early T2 phase raiding. That's it. That's all they do. But they do it really well. And in the north, we have a push by the eastern team. It could be dangerous. But I don't see a critical mass of units yet. The teams are pretty disjointed right now. Neither team is cooperating properly. But of course, as we all know, Escalation team games are not really about teamwork. It is one hero, one solipsistic anime protagonist, and 4 NPCs. That's just how it is. Everyone is the hero of their own story. Everyone else is a supporting role, at best. At medium, an NPC. At worst, an anime waifu. Yeah, Pyro's making their way into the fray for the first time this game. We've got quite a few Panthers under Purple's command, but that's not the meta. You can't build that. What is EXE doing? EXE is really macroing up. He's just gone pure macro. He's only built the bare minimum to defend himself here. And he might go T3. It's possible that EXE wants to rush T3. He's definitely playing a macro style. Guys, this is the bare minimum you can do. He's got just enough defenders to really pretend that he's protecting himself. This is yeah, I don't really know how to alliterate this, what EXE's doing here. But we'll come back to that. Purple moving through. It's a lot of Panthers. It's also quite a few of tossers. And Green's base is precariously close to the front line. I don't know about this. He does have some HLTs, but they're not surrounded by Dragon's Teeth. This advanced vehicle plant in serious danger. Could it die? Could it? Will it? Can it? It's gone. Nice job by Purple. He will find that Ford base. Send it to the Nether Realm. Yeah. A little bit of a push by Orange. A nice Zeus raid, but I don't think it's going to get too much done here. There's too many defenses. Might get a couple mexes for his trouble, but ultimately not it's not going to be enough. But all right, so let me illustrate what EXE is doing here. This is the equivalent of putting on a condom before jumping into a swimming pool naked in an attempt not to get your body wet. That's basically what he's just built the bare minimum of defense to catapult his economy into the T3 phase, I would assume. He's making a mockery of building defense. It's a show. It's a parody of defense. But he does have quite a few cans at the front, and so as long as nobody really checks him, he might get away with this. But I would like to know what he's planning on spending his eco on. Now he's only building resource generators, and if he wants to go to T3, he's going to need fusions. So He's still a little bit away from that. Let's check everywhere else, see what people are doing. Aside from bossing each other around, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of backseat driving, or should we say passenger seat driving, and I could not tell you. I could not tell you what is really happening this game. It goes beyond the limits of my comprehension. I simply lack the visionary skills to explain what you are witnessing before your very eyes. This is, well, it's a game. It's a combat. I will say, EXE's got to be careful. He's defending himself at least 2v1 here. Maybe 3v1. No, it's just 2v1 for now. But like I said, EXE making a the most representative parody of self-defense I think I've ever seen. But working on a toaster, we're getting there. We're getting to something substantial. And the northern team also, there's 3 players gathered here. Dominators, Roccos, Thuds, and Merles. Could that be the sacred combination? That gets the northern team going. It is such a close game, but I do think the northern team does have an advantage. Ooh, a Maverick. Did I miss a Maverick drop? I might have missed a Maverick drop, my friends. I apologize for that, but the Mavericks will die. They get a little bit done. I think he probably just walked his Mavericks over here, more likely. But yeah, the players, they have begun hurling insults at one another. They have begun the ritual practice of shit talking. Cream me down, Scotty. Cream me down, is that a thing? Cream me down. Oh my god, that's so funny. I just got it. I'm sorry, guys. It took me like 10 seconds. Cream me down, Scotty. Oh man, that's diabolical. Okay, well, what the fuck? Cream me down. Cream me up, Scotty. Okay, so guys, this game has just been the most clown fiesta of clown fiestas, but I love it. I appreciate it. I like what they're doing here. I like the rhythm, the vibe. This is certainly not something you see every day. So anyway, EXE really committing to the Dominator strats. Trying to send a message to Wotan. Nerf the unit. Now building Mortys as well. Really surprised that he didn't go T3, but yeah, EXE is deciding to power up on the T2 phase and see how far he can get with Dominators and Mortys, apparently. It could work. I don't know. The triple barrel Bulldogs, no slouch. A lot of it does have to come down. It comes down to micro. But with Pink building the Jeffies and the shooters, this is not going to be so easy. It's just really not Not the ideal situation. But of course, our legendary purple player isn't following the meta, and for that, cannot be forgiven. There is a 7th circle of hell for Escalation players that don't follow the fucking meta. Oh man, especially EXE right now. This is not the meta. This is not the meta, EXE. I don't know what this is. This is a tragedy. The Bulldog's finally coming through. The Freedom Fighters moving in for support. EXE's in a little bit of trouble, but he does have some leeway. He's got plenty of units coming down from his base. He's like 3v1 right now. If any of his allies would help him, this would be infinitely easier. This toaster is God mode. The shooters are targeting it. Oh my god, the toaster might even survive this. EXE, you fucking legend. I think he's gonna live? That was a 3v1 concentrated attack. The toaster finally going down, but man, did it pay for itself. And EXE just has a constant supply of units. Finally moving to T3. It took him long enough. I don't think EXE's energy is good enough, but yeah, the graph is broken because of the 5v5. So let me see. Let's check EXE's energy. Oh, it doesn't even tell us. Oh my god, this is utterly useless. Okay, well, we don't know what EXE's actual energy expenditure is. I apologize. But either way, my friends, EXE is moving to T3 slowly. The bottom has been a little bit quiet. Light Blue deciding it's time to go to the Intimidator game plan. I'm not sure about that. Not this close. I like the idea. I don't like the positioning. I think he could have built it here and been a lot safer. But far be it from me to understand the will of the gods. Far be it from me to explain the mind of a TA Escalation 5v5 player. Again, being the protagonist in your own anime is never easy. That is all I can tell you. You just know that you are the only character that has pink hair, and everyone else, they have brown hair. What is happening here? I don't know if the replayers is bugging out, but these fighters are just kind of stuck. The northern team definitely has the advantage, though, just because they have claimed the middle. I mentioned this earlier. The middle will give you a nice economic boost. They've held it a little bit better. It's going to give them an advantage. Pink now working on ultra vehicles. Dark green's already there, so we are entering into the T3 phase of the game officially. But the bottom is just a war zone, just an endless conflict. Neither side able to really make much headway. EXE's still not on T3. He's a little behind. And then his teammates are... Well, blue has gone into advanced air, so that might turn into something. Eventually. But I can't say for sure. What I can say for sure is that once the T3 phase hits, then we'll start to see the real fireworks. The Recon's already being produced. So guys, Recon is the early T3 phase rating unit. It would be like the equivalent, the T3 equivalent to the Zipper. These things, the Recons are pretty effective. At a certain stage of the game, if you can sneak behind enemy lines, and if you have a critical mass of them, they are extremely effective. But it does require having enough, and it requires the enemy not being prepared for it. And I don't see any easy openings in the northern team's defense. So I'm not really sure how the Recons are going to work here, but we'll keep our eyes peeled. Lots of talking in the chat, guys. I apologize. I can't keep an eye on that all the time, and nor would I want to, even if I could. Nor would I want to know what is being said. I think cream me up, Scotty, is enough for an entire stream. That's more reading than I wanted or needed to do. I've been mentally violated by the chat already. But Pink with quite a few shooters. They are making their way. God, I looked up to the chat. I looked up at the chat and I regret it. Why did I do that? Why did I? Every time I look at the chat, I'm staring into the abyss. It's like watching a train wreck happen in slow motion. I'm a moth flying towards the flame, and I can't stop myself. I have entered into layers of depravity and disgust that I did not know human beings could sink to. Guys, I don't know what's happening in this game. I usually could commentate. This is just a crazy game. This has got to be one of the wildest games I've ever casted. It is just so all over the place. But EXE has finally made it to T3. Uh-oh, Cool Nick. What happened, buddy? What's going on, Cool Nick? Don't make us reject you. Oh. Is Cool Nick gone? Well, I don't know if he's gone in the game, but I ejected him. Brown has gotten some units over to that side. It's not really clear how. It looked like he may have done a drop, but I don't see the transport. And if Yellow's base is gone, things are looking pretty dire for the southern team. This is just kind of like a really unfortunate player leaving situation. Yeah, I think Yellow just dropped, and now that it's 4v5, I don't know. It's not looking so hot for our southern team, but you know, the person that sent me this replay told me it was a good game. All right, so I'm going to trust that something happens that's redeeming. If not, I'm going to send the player that sent me this replay to the gulag. I have permission from the chat, if this game just ends up being a one-sided bullshit, to send the person who sent me this replay to the gulag, alright? In the comments, just please, can we agree that no punishment is severe enough for that treachery. But yeah, I mean, the southern team isn't out of it. They're down a player. The problem is that they were already behind before Yellow dropped, so now they're just going to be even more behind. They're sending their units into the most heavily defended part of the northern team's base, so I don't like that. This is just a suicide mission. All these Panthers are dead. EXE has built 2 more toasters to replace the one that he lost, so we are truly in a dire situation if the southern team is throwing their units into the meat grinder without getting anything accomplished. Purple is just purple really is just building Panthers and has been for like the past 40 minutes. He's just on the Panther game plan, and who can blame him? Panthers are quite good. You can just build enough of them, you'll eventually win, right? That's what Purple thinks. There might be a critical mass of Panthers. We could eventually reach the point where Panthers take over the world. It won't happen quickly, but they're like cockroaches, you know, it's like after the nuclear event that wipes out all human life, the cockroaches will still be there, staging their comeback, preparing for the inevitable day of retribution against humanity. But I don't know. Can the southern team find a way back? Is there any way that they can claw their way out of this situation? I mean, it's certainly not what I would call ideal. It's certainly not what I would call comfortable. But never count out an Escalation team. I mean, they have chimeras, they have the double barrel penetrators, they've got the shooters, they have all the ingredients. It's the question of whether can they put them together to make a cake, or is it just some kind of delectable monstrosity that makes us all throw up in our mouths. They would go a long way to convincing me if they would attack through this bottom route where there's so many less defenses. I hate that they continue to attack into EXE's fortress. I don't like it. I really don't like it. But man, the bottom has just been stalemated this whole game. Like, neither team has made much progress since that early attack by Orange with the flashes. It's been very quiet down here. Purple really has committed to the Panthers. I have to applaud his stubbornness, his commitment to that strategy. It's impressive. EXE really pumping out the energy, going for an arbitrator, and does the southern team have enough to break through EXE? Look at this. I mean, I don't know. He does have some Lugers. He's got some penetrators. It's possible to do this, but it's not easy. And if Pink would help, if they would attack together, it would be easier, but is that just a fool's hope now? Is that just a fool's errand to hope that in a Escalation 5v5 game we could have some teamwork? Is it too much to ask Dare we expect that the players work together when for each one of them the world only revolves around that person? How can there be teamwork when there is no I in team? These are the kinds of philosophical dilemmas that will keep you awake at night. Certainly keeps me awake. But this truly is hell on earth. This game is a disturbing reminder of how chaotic and unpredictable life can be. What in the hell is happening? That is a lot of Jeffies. That's a flock of Jeffies. It's a murder of Jeffies. It's a murder. But there they all go. It's a lot of shooters, but is it enough shooters? There's a lot of... Ooh, wow, that one penetrator, 12 kills. What a legend. Cerberus and the Juggernaut. So things are starting to heat up now that we've hit the T3 phase. I think the lid of this game is about to get blown wide open. We are hitting the phase where one team is just going to break the stalemate. The pendulum will swing so far one way that it's probably going to be quite a decisive moment, I think. But which team will it be? Ooh, there's the arbitrator missile. Hold up. There it goes. So EXE has finished his arbitrator. Where is it at? Here it is. That's just a Merle missile. No tactical nukes that I've seen in this game. A demolisher on the field. Okay, this Juggernaut has made it through. The southern team are making a little bit of headway here. Or excuse me, this is the northern team. They are making it closer and closer to Purple's main base. Uh-oh, Mr. Major Paradox now in trouble. I don't know what happened. I don't know why everyone's dropping out. This Juggernaut is pretty formidable, being backed up by all the double-barrel penetrators. Pink lost his entire army, I think. We do still have the Panthers. Oh, man. Oh, no, not this again. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. I don't want to eject you. I don't want to reject you. It's not you, it's me. But that black rejection screen is really ruining the vibe. This Juggernaut is very confused. I think it will finally die. Alright, I have to do it. Blue has been eliminated, so now it is a 4v4. I guess that makes things even. But man, if that Juggernaut had any support at all, this could have been such a nice push. But with it being a 4v4, the game definitely feels a lot more even than it did just a few minutes ago. The southern team really has not created any kind of strategy working on T4. But as I was saying, yeah, the southern team really struggling to find a foothold. The demolishers, though, those can be pretty effective. If you get enough, they will They will reach a critical mass. So Demolisher spam, certainly an option. T4, also an option. Let's check out the northern team's base, see if they have any anything extraordinary. As I say that, EXE working on T4 himself, so the game will move to the T4 phase. I'm really surprised that neither team has cracked through the armor of their opponents yet, but it's just been a very close game. Very evenly matched. I think the northern team's always had a bit of an advantage because they've held the mid, but other than that, it's still very close. Too close to call for sure. It might depend on whichever team can build T4 first. That might be the difference maker. But it could be whichever team builds enough demolishers. These things are nasty. They're simply wiping EXE's base out from half the map away. Ooh, the arbitrators though. Fighting back. We don't see arbitrators that much. It's one of my favorite units, but they're a little bit hard to control. But man, these demolishers chunking down that doomsday machine. Arbitrators firing back, but they're just hard to use. That was a nice missile. That was a nice shot. Oh, EXE. Putting the pain on the demolisher spam. But green also with some demolishers now as well. Both teams working on this. But EXE's got to be careful. He's lost most of his defenses. The Corona is definitely next on the chopping block. So many railguns being fired across the screen, it's hard to even see what the heck is going on. This is just such a clown fiesta. Such a crazy game. T4 finally completed for our dark green player, EXE. Not even close. EXE is trolling. So the southern team is now on T4. Pink asking in the chat, do I have a team? Do I have a team? Is there an I in team? Is there an I in team, Pink? I would think you would know the answer to that question. I would think that by now, having played enough escalation games, you would understand that you are only the hero in your own story. In everyone else's story, you are a obstacle to be used as a stepping stone to their glory. For example, Dark Green's glory, but Dark Green's glory may not happen if he doesn't hurry up, because T4 needs to get out. Their base is in trouble. The southern team's base. All the defenses have been killed. The only things they really have left are the demolishers. But EXE's moving forward with arbitrators. And that's a ton of Merles as well. Like, this is starting to look pretty dire for our southern team. More Juggernauts moving down, but still unsupported. I don't know what light blue thinks Juggernauts are for, but it's not this melee combat. I'll tell you that. But yeah, it's still anybody's game. The southern team in trouble, but they are working on T3 or T4, a Centaur being constructed. This game is not over yet, my friends. It is not over until the fat lady sings, and I have not heard a fat lady. I ain't heard no fat lady. The game will continue. The hopes and dreams are still alive 4 arbitrators on the screen. Orange pushing in with Merles and penetrators galore. It's just a waiting game now. Can the Southern team hold on? Look at all of the pressure. Oh. Yeah, Pink doesn't understand that EXE's building arbitrators. Oh my god, this is beautiful. He's got 5 now. 5 on the screen. It's like an episode of Sesame Street. We're counting the number of arbitrators bearing down on the Southern team's base. It's not looking good, but they still have T4. They still have the ace in the hole. The Centaur. Oh god. Oh god. Pink deciding to send his commander. Oh no, he thinks better of it. Pink trying to decide whether he wants to just give up on this game. Oh no, the arbitrator missiles targeting his commander. Brutal. Oh, there he goes. There's Pink's commander. So now it is a 3v4. And the Centaur is finished, but is it in time? EXE, with all of the arbitrator spams, it's not balanced, really. But can the Centaur turn the tide of battle? I mean, T4 is strong, but there's a lot of penetrators. Oh, man. Skink Master. He may have his own T4. He says, do you like dogs? I don't know what that's referring to. Ah, yep, he might have his own. Either way, I think this is probably over. Can the Centaur do it, though? Centaur is very strong, but there's so many penetrators. Oh my god, this is such a crazy game. Well, the Centaur's doing better than I thought it would. But I don't know if it matters. The base is crumbling. Where are the arbitrators? 6 now. 6 on the screen. Oh my god. They're shooting at rapiers. They're shooting at gunships. A second Centaur on the way, but does it matter? The first Centaur up here at the top left trying desperately to stop the push, but it can't be everywhere. It can't stop the push in the middle. And oh no. The second Centaur is completed, but does it matter? The experimental unit fabricator in serious danger now. Oh, the Southern team just collapsing. Just collapsing. All the Merles bearing down. The arbitrators... Oh, they're still up here. So the arbitrators aren't quite in range, but... I don't think that 2 Centaurs can do it. The first Centaur... still healthy. 60 kills on that one. 60 kills on that Centaur. But there's Demolishers, Penetrators, Merles. I don't think this thing is going to live forever. It's already very low. It might take out the Demolisher before it dies. That one had 37 kills. But yeah, with this Arbitrator missile, I think that will be the end of its lifespan. There's a second Centaur that has survived, but guys, yeah, it's over. I think the Southern team is just going to give up. It was an interesting game, though. I think... I don't know. It's hard to even do an analysis. This was such a clown fiesta of epic proportions. Everyone was just doing their own thing. And guys, sometimes the objective is just to have fun. And I would say that everyone in the game probably achieved that. They were all having fun. Everyone just doing their own thing. Clown Fiesta in true fashion. Look at this. Lots of Big Berthas at the end. I don't think it really matters. The game is over, but what a game it was. Guys, probably the next game I'll be casting might be another of the TA Escalation League. This was just a for fun game, if you couldn't tell. But I appreciate everyone watching, and I will see you in the next cast.